G'day and welcome back to the shed. So this is attempt number 3 or take 3. I've had a few interruptions, a few things just didn't go quite right. As you can see, we've had a bit of a clean up. Talked about it on the live stream. Just shifted a few things around. The wash bay was over there and the saw was there, so we've swapped those around to make it just a little bit more convenient. There's still stuff ongoing with the steamroller, and unfortunately, as I keep talking about, with work gets in the way. It's part of life. You got these hobbies. You got to pay for them somehow. But on the bench tonight, we've got an air compressor. Now this belongs to the neighbour, and the non-return valve right here, which screws into the tank, disintegrated. Just gave up life. It's made out of a very cheap material. These things are made in China. This particular brand I don't think is still being made, even though I did an internet search and they're still around, but I don't think they're here in Australia anymore. It's a good machine. This particular type of air compressor can still be found. It's ideal for people who just want to pump up tyres on their cars, that sort of thing. I started out with one of these and I've still got it. It's a great little compressor, goes great. Just the actual amount of air that they put out and the volume is very small, and they're just for the home handyman to do a few things around the house. I've since upgraded. That's the version I got now. Great machine. Don't use it that much, but still. And compressors are great, and you can hook up various air tools and so on, and they're very versatile. So we have got a replacement one-way valve, 1/2-inch BSP, which will screw into the tank. There's a few slight little differences, like this here. This should, or supposed to, screw on to the end of the pipe here. As you can see, it's much bigger, and that obviously won't screw on there. So I'm going to go to the hose shop around the corner from work tomorrow and see if I can rustle up another one or some sort of adapter for this to fit onto there, or maybe just run a complete new hose. Now this pipe comes from the top of the compressor out through the right angle here and down just around the motor, and there's the cover there that just slips over the back of the motor. Now if we can't get some sort of an adapter here to go under there, or we could get another bit of pipe, bit of poly pipe or something like that, and just run it around here, not exactly like that, and just onto there. So I'm going to take that off and take it with me tomorrow. Now, poly pipe is used sort of all over the place. On this compressor here, I'll just turn a bit more light on, which probably won't make, oh yeah, that made a difference. We can see a bit of black poly pipe from the top of the tank into the regulated side here, and those fittings there. On here we can see the steel pipe running down to there, but there is a piece of plastic pipe that goes from the non-return valve over to the switch. So even though that's steel, aluminium, which is designed to reduce the heat of the air coming out, that's because when you compress air it generates heat, obviously, and this is supposed to dissipate the heat and cool it down. That's why you've got these fins here, so it can cool down a bit before it goes into the tank. Now for these, we could probably almost get away with that and just put a bit of poly pipe on. If it was running for long periods, then that would be a different story, but this is only for the neighbour when he needs to pump up his tyres or something like that. That's about all he uses it for. But anyway, we'll find a workaround. If need be, I could probably turn something up on the lathe out of bronze, bit of work involved because I'd have to make it fit that, which is not hard. I just got to match the threads. But anyway, let's see what I can get commercially available. So we're going to come back to this in a part 2. I was hoping we wouldn't have to be doing a part 2, but that's the way it is. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Come and join us on the live streams Tuesday night, Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Kick off about 7:30. I usually put notification up before we go live, and we'll do a bit of an update. Hopefully, well, we will do an update on what's happening in the shed. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.